Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. We're going to do a really nice stretching style Pilates session today. So just take it a little bit away from that kind of fitness and weights side and work a little bit more on mobility and elongation of the body. So our starting position today is going to be on our tummies. So when you're ready, just bring yourself down, lying on your tummy. And I'm just going to make a little pillow with my hands and just turn to one way. Legs are wide, legs relaxed. I'm just going to take a little roll through the hips just to loosen everything up. And after a couple of breaths, just with our head that side, we'll just turn our head the other way and relax on the other side. So that's probably your more unnatural side. Just bring your legs to stand still, relax. And then just release the head, bring your arms out in front of you, legs together. So make a narrow stance through the body, forehead to the floor and abs are pulled off the ground. Hip bones down. We carefully lift the left leg, right arm off the floor. Chest comes up with us. We inhale, drop back down. Exhale, other side. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale, release. And down. So 4 more. Take it slowly. Last one. And one. Drop it down. Take a breath in. Exhale. Left leg lifts. Right arm lifts. We're going to press down. Lift up for 10. The chest stays up. Just the arm and leg moving. Buttock fired up. Both buttocks fired up. Abs squeezed in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, other side. Lift it up. Tap down. Lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. 2, and 1. Drop it down. Slide your hands underneath your forehead. Bend your left leg. And we're going to lift up for 1. Tap the knee down. So I'm just squeezing my left butt cheek to raise the thigh. Up for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Hold that leg up, extend the leg away so my knees off the ground. Pull in for 1, extend, pull in for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pause there, lift up a little bit more, let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze that butt. 2 and 1, drop the knee. Then slide your left hand around, catch the foot, wriggle down to the ankle perhaps, pull the heel in towards the bottom, close the knees together. And I want to squeeze your left butt cheek as you push your hip down, and then you'll feel that lovely stretch into the thigh. Your option is to stay here Or you can lift the chest or maybe lift the knee. Or if you wish, extend your arm, hover your right leg and come up into full stretch. Okay, take the pick. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it. 7, 6, 5. You might be here. 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Release the leg. Make a pillow. Take a wriggle through the hips. Now this leg, bend the knee. We're going to lift the leg up and down. So now my right buttock's fired up, but my left leg is still pressed down towards the ground. My lower abs are fired out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it there. Extend the leg away. Pull it in for 1. Pull it in for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that thigh off the ground. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pause there. Let's press up. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Right hand comes around, catches the foot. Wriggle to the ankle maybe. Heels together. Sorry, knees together, heel to bottom. And then squeeze your right butt cheek as you push your hips down. And then there's a good old stretch down that right thigh. You can stay here. You can take the arm forward. You can lift the thigh, lift the chest, or you can lift your left leg, hover the right arm and hold it here. Just for 10 seconds, long deep breaths. 7, 6, 5, 4, knees together, 2, and 1. Release it down, take a little wriggle. So pin the feet to the ground. Slide your fingertips to the temples. We're going to inhale, lift up into a hover. Exhale, open out, lift a little bit higher. Inhale back and tap back down. So we come up, open, squeeze up a little bit more by pulling your shoulder blades together, back down to the floor. So if it's too much, just reduce your range. Do a little hover here and then pull the hands back and drop back down. So it takes quite a lot of pressure off your lower back if you feel a little bit vulnerable in your lower back. Now, squeeze your butt, lengthen out those legs so they are constantly active. Three more. One more. Take a quick breather on the ground. Then come up. Open your arms and let's pulse up for 10, 9, 8. Bring your shoulder blades together, but don't let your hands drift down here, okay? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return. Turn your head one direction and let your body just melt into the ground. Let your neck muscles relax, shoulder blades relax. Turn your head the other way. And then slide your hands around the side of the shoulders carefully, gently. lift yourself up. And I want you to very slowly transition into child's pose. So your lower back's been doing a lot of lower back extension, okay? So you need to transition to child's pose very carefully because you're going straight into flexion. So you're going from one extreme intense position to another intense position. So you need to ease it in carefully. So I'm just going to relax my head back to my hands again. You may want to extend your arms and melt further. Now we are going to come back into tummies again, but we're just going to stay up here for a bit. So I want you to bring yourself, tuck your toes and come up into downward facing dog position. So firm pressing down into your hands, spreading your toe, spreading your fingers, pulling your elbows in and lengthening out your back as you melt your chest down, and then pin your heels into the floor. You might want to walk your legs a little bit. And just breathe out. So we're just going to introduce ourselves into what we're doing. So we're going to roll forward and bring ourselves into a plank. Yeah? And then we're going to squeeze through the belly and lift back up into into downward facing dog, sorry. Roll it forward. Pause. And lift and roll it back. So we're going to add into this. As we roll forward, we're going to pull our left knee through to a hover between thumbs, and then return as we lift our hips back up. Other side, right knee is going to come through, pause in plank, and return it as we lift back up. Now, if it feels too much, you can pull your knee forward, drop it down for a quick break, and then lift it back as we come back up into downward facing dog. Yeah, same thing on the other side. Right knee comes forward, just drop it briefly, keep the spine extended, push it back. Keep going, left knee forward, scoop the belly in. Now pull that thigh forward and then use your tummy muscles and then lift up high, press the heels down, right side. Squeeze. And return, one more each side. One more to the right. Then lift those hips up, hold it, then bend the knees, drop them down just beneath the hip bones, extend your spine, hold there for 10, 9, 8, try not to let your knees drop, 6, 5, strong in those arms, 3, 2, and 1, knees down, roll up, roll the shoulders, step forward with your left knee, sink your hips down. Bring your hands inside that foot and try and drop your chest lower. Bring your left hand on the top of that knee. Tuck your right foot under, extend that leg, and if you can, open the chest and open the arm up towards the ceiling. If you wish, you can wrap around the back and twist. So sink the hips, lengthen that back leg, get that left knee above the ankle, and then push through the arm, rotate the chest towards me, eye gaze to the sky. Hold it for 5, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Hand down. Drop the knee. Slide back. Stretch the hamstring. So I want you to point your toes to the floor. Push your hips back, especially your left hip. And then bring your fingers in slightly and lower your head and chest down. Bring your hands in. Roll back a little bit onto the back of the heel, then push the leg forward, walk your hands forward. If you wish, catch your left foot with your right hand and drop down into that hamstring stretch. You can stay here and just ease into it, whatever works for you. And then walk yourself forward, tuck your toes under, hands either side of the foot, lift your hips high, just slide that leg back out. Take a breath, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee, roll forward into that plank. Hold it. We extend the leg back, we pull it in for 1, back, pull it in for 2, back, pull it in for 3. If it gets too much, drop your right knee to the ground. Carry on. 6, 7, 8. Come on, kick it away. 9. Last one. 10. Put it forward and drop it into pigeon. So pigeon. Fabulous. Opening through the piriformis, deep buttock muscle. You want to get your knees far over to the mat as possible, and you want to wriggle the foot as far over to the right side. Sit equal in your hips. And when you feel that stretch, you can lower yourself down and breathe. Now we're going to go into a quad stretch whilst in this position. So after your next couple of breaths, you're going to begin to lift back up onto your hands, and you're going to bend the back knee. So up onto your hands, your right hand comes back, catches the heel, or sorry, the foot, inside of your foot, thumb on big toe, and then drive the heel in towards your bottom as you turn your chest back to the front. If that's too much, sit down into your left buttock, bend the leg here, and find your stretch. And perhaps if you feel, right, you've got hold of the foot, you might want to come back up into pigeon. Yeah? So just work with whatever works. 10 seconds. Right down that right thigh. Try and turn that shoulder forward. One more breath. Hands on the floor. Tuck your toes under. When you're ready, free yourself back up and press your heels to the ground. Raise your right leg up to the sky. Roll forward into a plank. Pull the knee under the chest and kick away for 1. So remember, 2. Too much? Drop your left knee to the ground and do this in like a half plank and coming down and up there. 7, but really challenge yourselves, yeah? It's much better to have more of a challenge. 1 more. And then put it through, hold, and drop it into pigeon on the right side. So knees far over to the right, foot's far over to the left, equal out those hips. As soon as you've got into that stretch, my left leg's extended behind, you drop down and then just relax into it. Nice long deep breaths. A little wriggle through the hips. So let's go into that quad stretch. Carefully bring yourself up into your hands, bending your left head into your bottom. Left arm swings around, catches the inside of the foot. So my thumb is on my big toe. And then just ease the heel in towards the bottom and turn yourself around to face the front. Breathe here. Again, if it's too much, sit into your right buttock and just pull in there. And then you can either stay there or if you wish, come back up into pigeon. Yes. Entirely up to you, just listen to your body. 10 more seconds. Take 1 more deep breath. Carefully free the neck. Hands to the floor, tuck those toes under, lift those hips up. Heels to the floor. Inhale, drop the knees to a hover. Eye gaze forward, hold here. And if you wish, you can extend your legs and hold full plank. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lift your left foot if you can. Drop it down, lift your right. Drop it down, lift your left. And drop it down, lift your right. And then toes to the ground, pause for one more breath. And drop the knees, roll it up. Roll the shoulders, right leg comes forward. We bring our hands down inside that foot. So my left leg is stretched behind, my right knee is above my ankle, and I'm just sinking my hips as low as possible. Take your right hand onto that thigh and begin to rotate. Lift the left knee off the floor and then open the arm up to the sky. Look up towards the hand and turn that chest. So you can use your arm on that thigh to turn and then rotate. Sink the hips down, lengthen that back leg. 5 more seconds. And then return the hand down to the floor, drop the knee, toes to the ground, slide it back into a hamstring stretch. So push the hips back, especially your right hip. Walk your hands in and lower your head and chest down. Just roll onto the back of the heel, slide the leg away a little bit. And if you can catch your foot with your left hand, you can ease down that way. You'll stay with your hands on the ground and just lower down. Try and straighten this knee as much as you possibly can. Breathe. Give me one more deep breath. And then just walk forward. Tuck your toes at the back. Free your hips. Roll back. Drop the knees. Child's pose. So either rest your head into your hands. You can extend your arms. Just melt the head and chest down towards the floor. And then when you're ready, just come up and bring yourself carefully down towards the floor until you're lying on your tummies again. This time, bring your arms down by your side, palms facing in. Take a breath in, pull the shoulders off the floor, head hovers. We exhale, raise the arms, right leg comes up, inhale, drop down to the floor. Exhale, other side. Inhale, down. So really reach those hands up high. One more each side. Last one. Now drop down, keep the feet on the ground. Raise your arms, raise your palms, interlace the fingers. Now lift your arms as high as you can. Squeeze them up. Turn towards me and just lift that shoulder a little bit more. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the butt. Inhale, center to the other side. Lift, 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 lift. Inhale, center, lift one more time in the middle, as high as you can go. And then gently release, turning your head to one side, let the shoulders drop. Turn the other direction. Then bring your palms down to face the ground. Pull your shoulders back and down. Bring the legs slightly closer in. We're going to lift up. Both legs together, squeeze, release slightly, and drop. So the only thing that's staying on the ground is my hand, both my hands. Release. Squeeze those thighs, toes pointed. Work those buttocks and thighs. 6. We've got 4 more to do. Pull the shoulders back. 2 more. Last one. So come up, squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze. Come on, pull the shoulder blades in, squeeze the belly. 6, 5, 4, 3. Come on, lift them. 2, last one, and 1. Free your arms, turn your head that way, and wriggle through those hips. Free the lower back, just let it all go. Turning your head the other way again. And bring your forehead back, bend both your heels in towards your bottom. See if you can catch around the feet, wriggle down to the ankles, close the knees. Take a breath in. So if you're particularly tight in your hands, in your quads, you can't catch your feet both sides, roll over onto one side, catch your heel, and then drop back and do one side at a time again. Yeah? Or if you can do that, roll to one side, catch that side, and then bring both round. Find what works for you. Take a breath in. Either push your heels to the floor, holding onto your feet, heels to the bottom, knees together. Squeeze the butt and find your stretch. Or if you want to go further, wriggle down, flex the feet, lift the knees, lift the chest, squeeze the butt, and come all the way up. Rocking horse. Lift up, lift up. Long but deep breath. You might want to go halfway, drop the head a little bit, lift those thighs. 5, 4, squeeze the knees. 2, and 1. Release it off. Again, the stretch with the head turned. And the other way. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Carefully push yourself up. Again, a very slow transition into child's pose. So let your hands walk back, let your spine settle, and then find your stretch. Bring yourself up into your hands and knees. Lift yourself back up into downward facing dog. So we're going to get a little bit more into the hips. Push the heels down, squeeze the belly, raise up. Get that beautiful V shape, upside down V. We're going to inhale, look forward. We're going to take that left foot and tuck it outside the left hand. Pause. Inhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Other side, right foot, forward. Give it a helping hand if it needs to. We've got a few seconds. And then come back. And again, left leg. Pause. Swing it back. Right leg. Pause. Swing it back. Left leg. And back. Last time. And take it back. And then this time we're going to bring that left leg forward. Hold it there. Be strong. Open back out to that twist. Come back. Pause here. Sink the hips. And if you can, come to there and hold. If not, hand to the thigh. See if you can hold your body hovered. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Swing that leg around. Lift up. Take a breath. Right leg. Swing it back and round. Pause here. Turn away. Raise up again for that twist. And if you can, bring your hand back around. Abs on, lift up. Whoop. Use my balance, extend the spine, or if you wish, come here, lengthen out, drop down into that front heel. 5, 4, 3, ooh, I'm slipping, and 1. Hands inside, lift that leg up, downward facing dog, press the heels back and down. Inhale, rock forward, pause, hold it there, 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Take it back. Reach your arms over to the left side. Interlace your fingers. So hold you onto that right arm and take a side stretch as you melt down. Release, take it over to the other side. Reach. And then come back into the center. Push up onto your hands and your knees. Roll your spine into a cat stretch. Tucking the toes under, lifting back up to that downward facing dog. Walk everything into the middle. Hang there, holding your elbows and just sway side to side. Just finding your breath. Bring yourself back into the middle. Just feel that stretch. You might want to straighten your legs a tiny bit more. I'm going to take my hands to my ankles and then slide them up to the tops of my knees and then use my arms to support a little roll up. Very carefully coming up to standing. Lovely deep shoulder roll at the top. Stand tall, stand strong. Bring your shoulder blades back and down. Close your eyes. And as you exhale, just swing the arms up to the side, gently over the head. Bring your hands together, gently down in front of your chest. Bow to yourself. Give yourselves a clap as always. How nice to do some mobility work. Hope you enjoyed. Makes a little bit of difference to our usual strength work, but it's just as important as well. So just bear that in mind. And if you're in that mood for a stretchy one, that's a perfect one for you. Bye for now.